attempt its first ever moon landing. We'll give you all the updates from the ISRO headquarters in Bengaluru.
From the voices that matter to the latest discoveries of Chandrayaan-3 from the lunar surface.
Watch CNN News 18 as we bring you all the updates and details of India's historic moon mission.
It's got a great decelerate. They'll continue in the same orbit.
As Chandrayaan-3 looks to script history on August 23rd by landing on Moon's South Pole, actor Prakash Raj's tweet on India's moon mission hasn't gone down well with many X, formerly Twitter users. Raj had tweeted a picture of a cartoon depicting a man in a western lungi pouring tea, which he called, quote-unquote, the first picture coming from the moon. Hating on someone cannot draw you to hating your country. That was the common retort that Prakash Raj's tweet attracted. Many users shared the sentiments and advised the actor to respect the mission irrespective of his political ideology. Now remember, Raj is a vocal critic of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Bharatiya Janata Party. Some users believed that his post was derogatory, and in a bid to criticize Prime Minister Modi, Prakash Raj was in fact mocking the hard work of the scientists. Chandrayaan-3's Vikram lander is carrying the hopes of 1.4 billion Indians to chart history by landing on the lunar South Pole on this Wednesday evening. The module has completed its deboosting maneuver operations and is hovering above the moon's South Pole, undergoing internal checks and looking for potential landing sites. As you all know, the mission is a follow-up of Chandrayaan-2, which attempted soft landing on Moon 4 years ago in September 2019 but failed in the final stages. So this success matters, as the achievement will put India among the elite club of nations to have achieved the feat, namely the United States, China, and also former Soviet Union. Now notably, Russia's moon mission, Luna 25, also attempted moon landing on Sunday, but collided with the lunar surface and failed in the mission. So the larger question that we are asking today is that Prakash Raj's quipping over India's moon mission definitely didn't really land all that softly to garner a response that he would have hoped for. Is it really the actor's blind hatred against the ruling dispensation? Or is it just that people are quick to play offense a lot lately? Take a look.
ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಭಾರತದ ಅಸ್ಮಿತೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆಯೇ ಅಪನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದೆ. ಭಾರತ ಪ್ರಗತಿಯತ್ತ ಮುಂದೋಗೋದು ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು.
जहाँ तक उनका प्रकाश जी का ताल्लुक है, उनका बयानात जितने भी आते हैं वो सही बयानात होते हैं, और उन्होंने जो भी तस्वीरें भेजी हैं वो मैंने नहीं देखी हैं, लेकिन वो हमेशा सच को सच ही कहते हैं.
Before I open this up to my guests who are joining me this evening, let me also bring in a contrasting response from one of the other actors of the country. This one's come out as Kareena Kapoor has also tweeted lauding the moon mission. What she has said is that it's great and a proud moment for each and every Indian. All of us are waiting to watch it. I will be going to do that with my boys as well. That's what Kareena Kapoor has tweeted, as opposed to Prakash Raj's tweet, where he has eventually ended up mocking the ruling dispensation. And in a bid to do that, he ended up mocking India's moon mission. Whether or not that is what has happened is up for debate, and that's why we have a panel of guests on the broadcast. Dr. P.K. Ghosh, who's a former space scientist, space strategist, is with us. Senior journalist R. Rajgopalan is also with us, and also with us is Mr. Pratap Kanagal, who is the spokesperson of JDS and is supporting Prakash Raj, by the way. So, Mr. Pratap, let me actually begin with you. A lot of people are of the opinion that this was in poor taste. But you think otherwise? Why so, sir?
See, first of all, I would like to congratulate our scientists and Indians on the successful Chandrayaan 3. And second, the question of supporting or opposing Prakash Raj here, it doesn't arrive because it's as a South Indian, I know it's a popular joke. You know, wherever every corner of the world you will find a Malayali. You know, Malayali. That's a joke. That's a joke. You know, before they see the opportunity of becoming an enterprising or becoming a business opportunity much faster than anyone else. That is the whole point of the joke, you know.
But Mr. Kanagal, the joke is only a joke if it lands well.
Just a second, 1 second.
Yeah.
Just let me tell you. That's the feature he thought. So I don't see any anything marking Chandrayaan over there, because I think every Indian will be proud of it, proud of our scientists. It's not nothing to do with the government, you know, ruling party or anything. So it's not a government. It's not any policy which has brought back the ruling party. Just because he opposes the ruling party doesn't mean that everything, whatever he says, it's against the country. It's something, you know, fundamentally people who don't understand the joke or people who are not aware of the joke may be taken it wrongly. That's what I'm trying to say.
But Mr. Kanagal, are you saying that 90% of the Indians did not get the joke? Because this was a common response that the tweet really garnered.
That's what it's all about, how you take. You know, if you think that India is the Prime Minister, if you get confused between the nation and the Prime Minister, if you get confused between the government and the ruling party, this always happens.
Okay.
You know? It's something like that.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, the thing is that because I know it's a joke, I've seen this about 2-3 years back, I've seen the video, and from that video, he has taken a screenshot, he has scored it. So I don't think so it's a controversial, but if anything, like, you know, if we are not Chandrayaan, of course, I would have opposed it. Very simple, as simple as that.
Okay, let me ask this to Dr. P.K. Ghosh. Did you like the joke, sir?
Well, I wouldn't really like to comment on this, you know, because there are naysayers, there are contrarians, and honestly, I don't think this really affects the scientific and the strategic community to a large extent.
Okay.
Because the aim is very clear. The aim is absolutely clear. It is to get and achieve the objectives that Chandrayaan 3 has set out to be. And that is what all the scientists are working on. That is what even all the other people are working on. So, you know, comments by people who will probably not like this entire project, then there will be people who will say that various other things as to how much this was spent on, how much money was spent on this, etc., etc.
Yes.
There are various views across the spectrum. I don't think I would like to comment on it because the simple reason being that as the scientific community and the strategic community are very clear, the dedication and the hard work should pay off, and that's what we are looking for.
So, Dr. Ghosh, you're essentially saying that the scientific community of India doesn't get bothered by these minor comments here and there. They take it in their stride and move forward. Is that what you're saying? Exactly.
I mean, you know, this is more of a political issue that has come up.
Yeah.
And I really don't think that this is an issue that the scientific community or the strategic community would like to debate.
All right. So, Mr. Rajgopalan, let me come to you. Do you think too much is being said about something that should have been just let have gone? Because the fact that he tweeted something, we know that he's a vocal critic of the Bharatiya Janata Party and also Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Many say that he got it wrong. The timing was absolutely wrong because he got in Chandrayaan 3 in order to critique Prime Minister Modi. Do you feel so too?
Yeah, I do think that he should not have brought out such type of very filthy tweets, because it's intolerance. It's high time Mr. Prakash Raj, he may be upset that Russia scientists have failed, and because he leans towards the left ideology. And second thing, as Dr. Ghosh said, it's a political issue. I have been reporting on politics for the last 40 years, madam. And Prakash Raj is an intolerant person. And moreover, he has been a very tall leader in his own rights in the Bollywood. But he cannot dabble in politics. And all the net citizens in India, the social media now have the upper hand. Social media is full of anti-Prakash Raj. And moreover, the caricature, he may be a Malayali, he may be a tea seller, whatever that. You cannot insult a tea seller also. And suppose if Prakash Raj is given a chance in next 1 or 2 weeks, a film on Mount Chandrayaan, will he accept it? Or we will go by the tweet? Or suppose if he is made as a scientist in a film, caricaturing him as a scientist, can he withdraw this tweet? So therefore, I urge upon Mr. Prakash Raj, please delete this tweet. It has insulted lots of scientific scientists also. And those who have been
But
praying.
Mr. Rajagopalan, Dr. Ghosh is saying that he doesn't feel insulted. He would rather not comment on it.
It's better. It's a magnanimity of Dr. Ghosh. But I feel other scientists have been offended. Other scientists have been taking it to an abridging situation. So therefore, it's an insult to scientists. We have to simply request, or it's a mental imbalance of the actor, Prakash Raj, shows that intolerance. Therefore, he must delete it. Don't insult India, don't insult Bharat Mata ki. As Rahul Gandhi has said in the parliament, Bharat Mata ki hatya ho gaya. This cartoon is worse than that. Prakash Raj has gone extreme step, and he should be taught a proper lesson by the Twitter handle people.
All right, Pratap Kanagal wants to come in. Pratap, the fact that Prakash Raj commands a certain status in society, I want to understand, he's also a role model in many ways. Before I came to the panel, I also put out a tweet that Kareena Kapoor has just about tweeted. Another role model, people look up to her. Don't you think by that position of power, that sort of responsibility should have been exercised?
See, there are two things. One is that I just wanted to see what part of that tweet or the image, how it has insulted what Chandrayaan 3. I don't understand, first of all. Number two, if at all anyone would have been offended, that should have been the Malayali community, the Kerala should have been offended because they have been used in a joke. Right? It's because Kerala, people of Kerala have spread all over the world. Everywhere they have business opportunity, they have spread everywhere. That's what the joke, that was a joke, and there was a comic video was there. That's usually is put. But I don't understand how it was offended. People were questioning now, and how it is mocking Chandrayaan. I'm really curious to know how it is mocking Chandrayaan.
Okay.
And what they have understood from that tweet, I don't understand.
Yeah, Mr. Rajgopalan wants to answer that. Yes.
Mr. Pratap Kanagal, is he representing JDS? Is it also the JDS view or his personal view? Because Devagowda or S.D. Kumaraswamy would not have taken such a stance. It is a political issue. Because Pratap Kanagal is
not a political issue.
Therefore, JDS should distance from this. JDS should not take Prakash Raj. It is not JDS. It is not JDS. Because I spoke to
Okay, that's his personal view. That's what we made it very clear. He's here as a supporter of Prakash Raj. He supports the statement that he's made, but he's also saying that how is it in poor state? It's not against the Chandrayaan is what he's saying. How do you respond to that?
He is not spokesperson of JDS.
No, that doesn't mean that I have to like.
He should withdraw from that.
Okay.
No, Mr. Rajgopalan,
Okay.
you call yourself a senior channel. But
It is clearly a joke that did not land well, is what I'd like to say. I'd like to thank all my panelists for joining me, because this is becoming a tutu meme exercise over a tweet that Prakash Raj really put out. Unfortunately, we have to leave it at that, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. That's about it. A tweet by Prakash Raj did not land well when it is about many citizens of the country, and they thought that it was in poor light when it was talking about India's moon mission that we all have our eyes set on August 23rd.